Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill from 865 Live. He is Matt Ray. I'm Austin Price, and we're going to review Tennessee's big recruiting weekend. We'll start with David Sanders. Everybody wants to talk about David Sanders. When David Sanders walked out, he just looked at me and he goes, "Are you going to be at the On3 event?" I said, "Yes." I said, "I'll see you on Tuesday." There's no point for us to push for an interview with David Sanders when we're going to talk to him on Tuesday. Gives us the advantage. So he didn't talk to anybody here. We'll talk to him on Tuesday. Full update. But clearly he had a really good time. He and Nick Moore, they won the scavenger hunt. Two smart guys. Coach Ellerby highlighting that. Bringing in the academic guys on Saturday.
Yeah, I think those two had a really good time together, and you kind of get to see a little bit more of Nick Moore. Him and David Sanders have similar personalities.
Yeah.
Can kind of carry a room, carry a conversation. And I think David Sanders enjoyed time being around Jamie French and George McIntyre. They're going to spend more time together this afternoon now that the event's wrapped up. They're all going to be in town. So I think overall for David Sanders, we'll hear a pretty good review from him on Tuesday.
No doubt about it. Nick Moore, Tennessee, I think, has made a big move there. Now, again, he's still going to go to Clemson on June 3rd. He's going to take official visits to Vanderbilt and West Virginia. But clearly he's feeling the love from the staff and feeling a better connection with Tennessee right now.
Yeah, I think the key word today was genuine. I think he's starting to see that, this staff, is really buying into him. They measured him in today. I think things went really well from that standpoint. I think Nick Moore is a guy that you're going to see Tennessee continue to prioritize, and I think he already is starting to realize that more. Like, this isn't just an offer in hand now. They're going to come after him down the stretch here.
Two guys that Tennessee, they've said that Tennessee leads for. Onis Kinabani, the Canadian who lives in South Carolina, corner, and then Shady Hayward continues to say Tennessee's number one. A kid who can play safety, could also grow into a linebacker from the state of Georgia.
Yeah, and again, no real surprise with Shady. We kind of alluded to it in the war room. We've been saying it for a couple of months now. Tennessee's been in a really good spot there. Tim Banks has done a really nice job there. Now, I think for me, Honest was a little bit more of a surprise. He's got 5 official visits planned out, and for him to kind of come out of this visit and name Tennessee as the leader caught me a little bit more by surprise. There's a long-standing relationship there, but it's going to be big when the Vols get him back to town in June with his mother alongside him.
One player who didn't name Tennessee the leader, but I'm going to say Tennessee is in the top spot right now, and that's Bryce Donovan Jenkins. He's been here 3 times in a matter of 2-3 months. Obviously, his dad, Ron Housley, played basketball for the Vols back in the mid-'80s, but I think it's more than just that. I think it's just the fact that, he feels a comfort level in Knoxville.
Yeah, he's very comfortable here. He's comfortable around a lot of guys already inside the program. When he was here before in the spring, he spent time with Shandavion Bradley and some of the guys that were already in, the program, and he's continued to build a bond around some of these recruits. I think he's really comfortable around Rodney Garner and Chop.
Darion Smith, Jared Smith, two Smiths that, Tennessee continues to impress.
Yeah, Tennessee continues to impress, and the message from both of those guys today were kind of similar. Tennessee's in this more than you realize for me. Now, Darion Smith, when he's here back in the spring, he told us it was Tennessee and Ohio State, but he said today that, he's continued to feel like Tennessee's made him more of a priority even since that visit. Obviously, Tim Banks was, by to check on him during the contact period, and they prioritized getting him back down here today, and he'll be here in June. And then Jared Smith, he's just not been here in some time, but that relationship hasn't gone anywhere. He has continued to be impressed by the production from Rodney Garner up front, and Chop and Rodney are in his ear day in, day out. We'll see where things go there in June. Where the in-state schools come into play. He's got 6 official visits planned out, and Tennessee's getting that last touch, and that's kind of what this staff likes, Austin.
Big recruiting weekend here on Rocky Top 865 Live. A few of these kids, Jamie French, David Sanders, George McIntyre, they will now head to Nashville in a couple of days for the On3 Elite Series event. We'll catch up with all of them again if we didn't catch up with them today, like David Sanders or George McIntyre. Full updates at Volquest.com. He's Matt Ray. I'm Austin Price. And, of course, Eric Kane will have complete coverage of Tennessee baseball.